Today is decision day, once again in the NBA summer and all that we have in this offseason. If LeBron James started the decision, potentially his new head coach might have the same on this Monday. Reports from ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski over the weekend. Dan Hurley is expected to make a decision on his future Monday. That is today. He tells ESPN the Lakers made a, quote, compelling case to him in L.A., but he loves what he's built with a two-time defending national champion in UConn and is weighing it all right now. There were many wrinkles to this conversation, Donnie, with the bombshell news on Thursday morning. It was game one of the NBA Finals after a full week off and the decision that Dan Hurley might make. We brought you some follow-up on Friday as well, that Dan Hurley met with his UConn team on Thursday afternoon. They were off this weekend. Dan Hurley was not far away from us inside Madison Square Garden, jamming out to the Piano Man and Billy Joel. We got some contract numbers this weekend as well about what reportedly is being offered from the LA Lakers. 8-year deal for $100 million. That's $12.5 annually. It was not as high from an annual average salary basis as you or I, DRS, expected, but of course a long-term deal in the 8 digits, $100 million. It is decision day for Dan Hurley. What choice do you think he makes?
I think he goes to the Lakers. And also, as I pointed out in that last segment here, this is the perfect dance between the agent, the coach, and an organization by saying, we love it here. The money just isn't right yet, so we're going to take some time to think about it. And also keep in mind, you want to take a look at Dan Hurley as a very proud guy and what he's built at UConn, back-to-back national champions. You know what's probably weighing on his mind more than actually just going to the Lakers? It's the timing of this. And it's not through any fault of his. You have to wait till the Lakers season to get over before who they're actually going to see. But here's what's going to take place. When Hurley takes that job for the Los Angeles Lakers, the shrapnel is not going to be like, I can't believe he did that. They'll be happy for him, and rightfully so. Your goal is to coach at the highest level after conquering a level like college basketball and make all the money you can get. That's what being a professional actually is. But UConn will be torn apart. I mean, these guys will leave in mass once he leaves that school, and sort of that pride where Hurley's going to be coaching with all the money going like, you know what, man, I left him in a bad spot. So that's probably weighing on him more than wanting to coach the Lakers and what the dollar amount is going to be. But having said that, at the end of the day, I would be surprised if he does not choose the Lakers. This is the perfect time to go. You will still always be loved in Storrs, Connecticut with back-to-back champions. And now you're in your early 50s. You can go coach the Lakers 3, 4, 5 years, and you could probably say, you know what? I don't know if this is for me, and take any job you want getting back into the college ranks here. I think this is the perfect chance for him to move forward and make a lot of money. But as I said, the agent's just looking at that deal because we didn't know the particulars, but we're going like, you know what? This is probably the most money any coach is ever going to make in the NBA, and the money's just a little bit short right now. They'll remedy that today to sort of sway him back to the Lakers.
So there have been, of course, the negotiations taking place. Connecticut cannot match the money of one of the most illustrious brands in the NBA and in all of sports, the Los Angeles Lakers, but they can up the ante. Right now, there are 2 coaches in college basketball that make more than $7 million. John Calipari, now at Arkansas, and the highest paid coach in the sport is Bill Self, around $9.6 million. There are reports that UConn is preparing to make Dan Hurley the 3rd highest paid head coach behind Cal and Bill Self. More monetary investment, of course, but his legacy in consideration as well. If Dan Hurley walked away from college basketball right now, he would be considered wildly as one of the greatest head coaches, one of the most proven head coaches in the last 20 years. He is one of 17 college basketball head coaches ever in men's D1 history to win multiple national titles. He is one of 8 college basketball head coaches in men's Division I history to win back-to-back national championships, as he just did these past 2 years at UConn. In only 6 seasons, he has won 2 national titles. And Donnie is spot on. If Dan Hurley makes the decision to go to Los Angeles and things do not work out in the long term, he does not fulfill all 8 years of that $100 million deal, anybody, maybe even including UConn, would welcome Dan Hurley with open arms back to lead their college basketball program. And I will say this, if Dan Hurley's decision today is to go to the Los Angeles Lakers, it is not a statement on college basketball. It is not a statement on collegiate athletics. Dan Hurley has an opportunity to coach at the highest level of the sport for one of the biggest brands, most successful and illustrious proven franchises in all of the NBA. The Los Angeles Lakers, who still, as of this moment, have LeBron James on their roster. If Dan Hurley makes that decision, it is because he is wanting to test himself at the highest and most premier level of basketball. So we'll just leave it at that.
And also, he gets the best of both worlds as well, as you pointed out, because once you go to the Lakers, you're going to get LeBron James for 2 years. And if that works into a championship, credit him. If it doesn't, that would be an 8-year contract where he gets to build the Lakers and shape them exactly the way he knows how to do that with roster construction. So it's not as if he's saying, you know what, got a young superstar, 21 years old, and you're married to that guy for the rest of your career. You can come in and see what's what. And if it doesn't work out, the Lakers aren't going to be like, oh, man, this is what we hired you for, to make sure LeBron got a final championship. No, you actually hired him to say, post-LeBron era is coming up. We want to make sure we have the coach that's going to be able to build the foundation and set the tone for the next championship run. So I love, this is a perfect scenario to go pro. This isn't like, hey, this came up out of nowhere and you're going to go to Charlotte at this point. No, this is the Lakers brand franchise. We can coach a superstar, and then after the superstar leaves, you can mold that roster. I love it.
And although the bombshell report from Woj came out on Thursday morning, I guess all of the time, as the reporting has stated, the Lakers have been infatuated with trying to lure Dan Hurley to Hollywood. The Genie Bus, the governor, the owner of the LA Lakers, and general manager Rob Pelinka have absolutely loved everything about Dan Hurley, his intensity, his fire, the competitive nature that he brings even as a head coach. We shall see what the Hurley family decides to do. Andrea Hurley, his wife, reportedly at least is welcoming the idea of a move to LA as well. Our guy, JY, joins us next, or in just a little bit, I should say. Maybe he's got some more information as well.